For decades, we've been told the same thing. Sleep 8 hours every night. Too little is bad for you. More must be better. Simple. Except science no longer sees sleep that way. Today, researchers are discovering that the relationship between sleep and aging is far more complicated than a single number. Some people thrive on 7 hours. Others naturally need closer to 9. And sleeping longer isn't always healthier. In fact, one of the largest studies ever to examine sleep and biological aging suggests that chasing a perfect number may be the wrong goal entirely. The real question isn't, did you sleep 8 hours? It's, how is your sleep affecting your body? To understand why, we first need to rethink what aging actually means. Most of us think aging is simply counting birthdays. Turn 40. Turn 50. Turn 60. But your body doesn't always follow the calendar. Scientists now distinguish between chronological age and biological age. Chronological age is fixed. Biological age reflects how old your body actually behaves. Two people can both be 50 years old. One may have the heart, brain, and immune system of someone 10 years younger. The other may already show signs of accelerated aging. Researchers have developed tools called biological aging clocks to estimate this hidden age. Some analyze DNA methylation. Others examine proteins, metabolism, inflammation, or changes inside specific organs. Instead of asking how many years you've lived, these clocks ask a different question. How quickly is your body wearing out? That brings us to sleep. For years, scientists knew that poor sleep was linked to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, depression, dementia, and early death. But there was one important question they couldn't answer. Does sleep actually influence biological aging? Or is it simply associated with poor health? To investigate, researchers analyzed multiple biological aging clocks across different organs and systems of the body. Instead of relying on a single marker, they examined how sleep related to aging throughout the entire body. What they found surprised even sleep researchers. The healthiest biological profiles were not associated with sleeping as much as possible. They also weren't associated with sleeping very little. Instead, the relationship formed what scientists call a U-shaped curve. People sleeping at either extreme generally showed signs of faster biological aging. Those in the middle tended to show slower aging across multiple biological systems. This finding challenges one of the biggest myths about sleep. More sleep is not automatically healthier. But before people start setting alarms after exactly 7 hours, there's something very important to understand. Association does not mean causation. Suppose researchers notice that people who sleep 10 hours have worse health. Does sleeping 10 hours damage the body? Not necessarily. Sometimes people sleep longer because they're already sick. Chronic illness, inflammation, depression, undiagnosed disease. All of these can increase sleep duration. Long sleep may be a symptom rather than the cause. Scientists have repeatedly warned against assuming that extra sleep itself is harmful. It may instead be telling us that something else deserves attention. The opposite is much clearer. Consistently sleeping too little leaves less time for many of the body's essential repair processes. While you're asleep, your brain removes metabolic waste. Hormones rebalance. Memory becomes stronger. Immune cells coordinate repairs. Muscles recover. Blood vessels relax. Energy metabolism resets. Deep sleep is especially important. During this stage, growth hormone rises. Cells repair damage accumulated during the day. The glymphatic system becomes far more active, helping clear waste products from the brain. Researchers believe this nightly maintenance may play an important role in protecting long-term brain health. Sleep also affects inflammation. After just one poor night of sleep, inflammatory markers can increase. Occasional bad nights are usually not a problem. The body recovers remarkably well. But months or years of insufficient sleep may leave inflammation elevated for much longer. Chronic inflammation has become one of the defining features of aging. Scientists even have a name for it: inflammaging. Low-grade inflammation that slowly damages tissues throughout the body over many years. This may help explain why poor sleep repeatedly appears alongside accelerated biological aging. Sleep also influences metabolism. When sleep becomes restricted, insulin sensitivity decreases. Appetite hormones change. People often become hungrier. Cravings for high-calorie foods increase. Energy balance becomes harder to control. Over time, these changes may contribute to obesity and type 2 diabetes. Cardiovascular health is affected as well. Blood pressure normally falls during sleep. When sleep is shortened or fragmented, that nighttime recovery becomes less complete. The heart continues working harder than it should. Over years, this extra strain can accumulate. Then there is the brain. Poor sleep affects attention, learning, decision-making, emotional regulation. Researchers are also investigating its relationship with Alzheimer's disease. Several studies suggest that deep sleep helps remove proteins such as beta amyloid, which are linked to neurodegenerative disease. Although scientists are still studying this process, it reinforces the idea that sleep is an active period of maintenance rather than passive rest. Another important discovery is that sleep quality may matter just as much as sleep duration. Imagine two people who both spend 8 hours in bed. One sleeps deeply, rarely wakes up and feels refreshed. The other wakes repeatedly, struggles to fall asleep again and feels exhausted the next morning. Technically, they both slept 8 hours. Biologically, their nights were very different. This is why sleep researchers increasingly focus on sleep efficiency, deep sleep, regularity, and circadian rhythm instead of counting hours alone. Consistency may be one of the most overlooked factors. Going to bed at midnight one day, 3 in the morning the next, then 10 at night after that constantly disrupts the body's internal clock. Your circadian rhythm regulates hormones, body temperature, metabolism, digestion, immune activity, and countless other processes. When this clock becomes misaligned, many biological systems begin working less efficiently. This is one reason why long-term night shift workers face higher risks of cardiovascular disease, metabolic disorders, and premature death. Interestingly, recent research shows that healthy lifestyle habits such as regular exercise and a Mediterranean-style diet can reduce some of these risks. Your body is remarkably adaptable, even when sleep cannot be perfect. Another misconception is that everyone needs exactly the same amount of sleep. Genetics play a role. Age matters. Teenagers often require more sleep than adults. Older adults frequently experience lighter, shorter sleep despite maintaining healthy function. Some people naturally need slightly more sleep than others. There is no universal number that guarantees perfect health. This is exactly why modern sleep medicine has moved away from rigid rules. Instead of asking whether you reached 8 hours, doctors increasingly ask different questions. Do you wake feeling restored? Can you function well during the day? Are you consistently sleepy despite getting enough time in bed? Has your sleep changed dramatically without explanation? Those questions often reveal far more than the number displayed on a sleep tracker. Technology has also changed how we think about sleep. Millions of people now monitor their sleep using smartwatches and fitness trackers. These devices can be useful for spotting trends, but they are not perfect medical tools. Ironically, some people become so obsessed with achieving the perfect sleep score that they create anxiety around sleep itself. Researchers even have a term for this: orthosomnia, the unhealthy pursuit of perfect sleep data. Sometimes worrying about sleep becomes the very thing preventing good sleep. Perhaps the biggest lesson from all this research is surprisingly simple. Your body does not care about perfect numbers. It cares about healthy patterns. One late night won't ruin your health. Sleeping 9 hours after recovering from illness is not automatically dangerous. Sleeping 6.5 hours instead of 8 does not mean you're aging faster. What matters is the overall pattern repeated over months and years. Consistent sleep. Good sleep quality. A schedule that fits your natural rhythm. A lifestyle that supports recovery. Science has moved beyond the idea that one number fits everyone. The future of sleep medicine is becoming personalized. Your ideal sleep may not be exactly the same as anyone else's. And perhaps that's the most important discovery of all. The best amount of sleep isn't the number someone else tells you. It's the amount that allows your body to repair, recover, and age as slowly and as healthily as possible.